there. So this video was made while I was still outside. However, I am currently in the room and there's still a lot of packing to do, so this video is a late video that is probably going to be out today, Sunday, maybe till tonight. I'm not exactly sure on the time when it is going to be out. I will try to push it, but I've got to go out today and I've still got to tidy up. I've got to pack up the shelves in the room because I did put up 2 shelves. There was a next one that broke off, so I'm not sure if I'll put it up back or I'll just leave it as it is. Maybe I'll put it back up because I really want that that third shelf there to put the paints on, so that I can have this big clear table and just leave it like that. I will also be, I think I'll be putting up a next one so that I can put my tablet on it. I'm not really sure on how it's going to be as yet, so we will see about that. You know, I'll cut this in like half and I'll get 2 out of it. But until then, I just have to see how I'm going to pack the stuff up, and I still have to go. Anyway, so this is the glass painting. Sorry if you see any reflective surface on it. So the first thing I did was get my white out and try to just go in and draw in the clouds. I did it freehand, but a word of advice: don't try freehanding this. If you can trace the cloud onto a paper and then I just draw it on, like put a paper underneath and draw it, that would be excellent. But if you're like me and you do it this way, okay, good for you, you're doing it freehand. Now comes the painting. So I use my acrylic paint, which one of the issues that I have with painting on glass is that the paint doesn't stay. It like peels off, or it just comes off. Even when you leave it to dry and you go reapply more paint, it doesn't stay down. It picks up the other layer completely fine. So blending, mixing, those things were a bit difficult to do with it, especially when you're trying to cover up all the spots to make sure that you don't see glass, you see paint. Oh, by the way, this is the back of it. You're doing all of this on the back. When you turn it over, that's the result you're going to get. So be mindful of how you're painting. Before, you could have simply done anything and add white later, but since this is the back, you have to add white first, then go in with the yellow, and then with the red for the yellow clouds. White, yellow, then the red. And if you're wondering, hey, what happened to orange? Well, when you're trying to like get a gradient between the yellow and the red, that's going to create orange all by itself. So it is better to maybe leave orange out for now, unless you have orange and you don't need to go mix it. For me, I would have had to mix orange, so it didn't seem quite right to mix it and just put it on like that. Anyway, I did some markings to see what color I would use and how far they would go, and I wanted to use 4 different colors. We have the yellow clouds, we have the pink clouds, we have the blue clouds, and then we have the purple clouds. And the purple, I didn't exactly get the purple I wanted, but oh well, beggars can be choosers. I try saying that all in a mouthful. Anyway, back to talking about the room, as we've already been over white, yellow, red. And take your time, because painting on glass will be kind of hard to do. You will find a lot of issue, and use a brush that you don't like. That's my best advice for you. Use a brush you don't like. This is my second painting which I paint on glass. I will not be doing any more because, like I said, it just uses a lot of paint, and I am not going back in tongue. I'm actually running quite low on the white acrylic paint, so I will not be going back in tongue anytime soon, and I just can't afford to go buying paint so often, so will not be doing this again anytime soon. I have a few places I need to go today. For example, I need to go by my aunt, then I need to go pick up some groceries for the week, things that I plan on buying. Bora, pumpkin. Bora, pumpkin. I can cook a fried bora one day, fry up the pumpkin one day. That's just 2 days. I need things for 3 more days, because Monday, Tuesday, I have macaroni. I can do macaroni Wednesday. Oh, I can buy stuff and do fried rice. Thursday, and I don't know if I was sleeping. Last Friday I slept in, I didn't cook anything, so sorry about that, my phone cut out just now. The screen just went black. Anyway, so maybe I'll do fried rice again, and maybe I'll sleep in Friday like I did this Friday. I slept in this Friday. I was just too lazy to get up and do stuff, and yeah, slept in. I also had a cold. I washed my hair Thursday night, and so Friday morning when I got up with a bit of a cold, sneezing, runny nose. I'm feeling much better now because I got a bottle of chloroform the Friday night, and that really helped a lot with my cold. Feeling much better. I don't even have any I don't even have the cold or sniffling or sneezing or anything. Now, as you can see, we've moved on to the pink clouds, and I decided to use that pink to make the purple, but as you can see, we have more of a lilac than a purple that I wanted. And the next thing that you should be wary of is that you are going to need 2 coats. This is now 1 coat and it's finished. You will need 2 coats. I didn't realize that as yet. Oh, all of those clouds are not going to be purple clouds. They're actually going to be blue. You see I'm adding in the blue now, but hey, you add in lilac, well, that's okay. Like I said, the first layer always mixes with the second layer, the third layer, and stuff like that, so it just mixed right in and give it like a darker type of blue, not so vibrant, more dull, something that I don't really like with this one compared to the first one that I did, since the first one was a much smaller piece. I didn't use as much paint. Well, actually I did use as much paint because I wanted it vibrant. And so this one I had to leave it to dry, decided to put in the stars. I ran out of one of my whiteout, or as you might know it as correction pen. I used my blade to like scrape it up and put it into one corner. Then I went over back, seeing that the yellow was dried, went over back to add in the yellow with a little bit more orange and red, and then it just kept moving. The layers underneath were moving, and it was making a mess, a complete utter mess. When you do it for yourself, you will see how actually difficult this is, especially when you don't have the right paint and you have those cheap acrylic paints, which I have. My paints are very cheap, and when they wet, the pigments inside, they just reactivate. Everything just picks up. It's actually good when it comes to cleaning up, but very bad when you're trying to paint on glass. I mean, I do have the oil paint that I could have used, but oil paint takes longer to dry, and I did this in a night, just one sitting. So when I started this piece, it was about 10 o'clock, and I wasn't even finished with it as yet. So when I checked back the time, it was 3 o'clock, and I had to start cooking. I did this Thursday. I believe I did this Thursday. So I started Wednesday night to Thursday morning, and this is the front, this is the back still. So I was turning it over, looking at the front, and then seeing how far I needed to scrape out with my blade, because of course I went over the lengths. You can go over the lengths, just remember that you're going to need to scrape it out when you're finished, and you're going to need to you should take your time. Don't depend on scraping it out, because you won't get to see the white out underneath, so sometimes you can scrape out that white out. Yeah, anyway, so I am almost ready to leave the house. I will just leave you guys with a few notes. Try this for yourself. I haven't actually finished videoing the ending video. Like I said, I didn't realize it was morning until the alarm right next to me started going off. It's like, oh my god, I need to go cook. So I left this, went cooked, came back, did the black parts, and I just kept going back and forth until I finished. So when I come home, I will film the last part. I'm not sure when exactly that would be, but I will definitely try to get this out for tonight, Sunday. You know, my uploading schedule is Sunday. Anyway, I will try to get it out tonight. This is the final product, and I will show you some of the issues that I have. But with this is my work area now. We've moved from outside, and now we're actually in my room. My bed is a mess, as you can see. It's actually not my bed, it's just a bed in a room that we don't use currently. But it's a mess, and this is what I have to work with here. So excuse my messy room. But I got powder on my hand and I've got it on the tablet, and I don't know if you guys can see this here, but this is going to be the next thing that I am working on. Hope you guys like it. I like it. I think it's really cute. Like the gradient with the yellow to the orange to the red to the pinks to the purple and then the blue. And then we have this beautiful, heavy, very big glass piece. And if you like raise it up and you put it towards the light, as you can see, not really that well. It wasn't done that well, but like if you put it over here, it's beautiful. It's perfect. It's really, really nice. Anyway, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's currently 3:35 Sunday afternoon, so I'm just gonna try to rush this video out for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed and that you're having a wonderful weekend. Goodbye. And